What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It's me, real life Nick Birch, back again with another video. And this time I actually followed through with my word. I am uploading 1 week from last video. So at least this shit is consistent. A lot of things in my life aren't consistent, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to keep this as consistent as possible. Holy shit, I cannot talk. Anyway, this is going to be a story about the time that I got sold shrooms that were duds. I don't know why I keep getting sold fake shrooms. This shit seems to happen to me a lot. I'm just a little boy, and people try to take advantage of me. That sounded really bad. What the fuck? Okay, yeah. Pause. Okay, anyway, let's get right into the video. As always, my friend's music is going to be in the description below, and he just released a new album. It's called Soul World. I recommend checking it out. It's pretty fucking good. And no further ado, let's get straight into the video.
Off the top of my head, what you rhyme for? Bitch, tell me right now who you rhyme for. Pick and choose your side, who you fine for? I love you, Colo, bitch, what the fuck you be lying for? Ask me if I'm okay, I been fine, bro.
Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I just had like a 5-minute interval. I just hit like 3 blinkers, and I don't know when they're gonna kick in. Anyway, lost my train of thought there. Okay. Back to the story. All right, so it takes place in August, like right before I got expelled, and I wanted to try shrooms when I was in 9th grade, but I didn't get the opportunity to. I didn't have enough money for a shroom bar that this guy was selling, like my friend at the school. And this is the plug that like I told in my first time trying shrooms story. Yeah, this is the same plug that like delivered to my house with the real shrooms, and he gave me a discount because of this incident that happened. Okay, so I'm chilling at school, and I had my phone at this point. So I just texted him. I was like, "Hey, you got any shrooms for sale? I want to try them really bad." And he goes, "Yeah, I got you. It's gonna be 45 for 2.5 grams." And I was like, "There is no way, $45 fucking. This nigga was taxing me hard." But anyway, I took the tax because I was fiending. I really wanted to try it, and I didn't think it would be this cool of an experience, but it really was, and I really enjoy psychedelics now. So Anyway, he responds after I tell him that price was okay, and he goes, "Yeah, I can get you to him tomorrow. Like I can get you them tomorrow." And so I meet up with him in the bathroom. I rip the yart. Like he always lets me rip his yart, and like that's like one of the things that like made him really cool to me is like the way we met. So anyway, side note, I'm getting off topic because I'm getting baked, but So I was ripping my nick in the bathroom, and he was a new student, and he walked in, and I put my nick away, and then he walked in the stall, and then he peered out as I was like ripping it, like so I was like standing like up against the wall so no one could see me, and I was ripping it, and he catches me ripping it, and he goes, "Yo, can I please hit that? I've been looking for someone with nick," and he pulls out 4 carts. He had 4 fucking carts on him, and he lets me tap all 4 of them bitches, and like we'd been friends ever since. It was actually like a really really cool Canon event, and like he's actually a really cool guy. He doesn't trap anymore. But like he'll get me like on like Nick sales, or like if he has a cart and like he doesn't want it and it's like half full, he'll sell it to me for like $10. And he'll sell me like Nick for like $5 if it's used. And he tried to quit Nick, so he sold me like some Nick that was like halfway. It was like a geek bar with like 50% left on it. And so I bought that bitch for like $5. And he quit nicotine, he stopped trapping, and that's good for him. Good, he got out of the game before he got caught. But anyway, back to the story. So I meet up with him in the bathroom, and I'm tapping the art, and he pulls out the shrooms in this fucking plastic bag, and it's just a huge penis envy shroom, like a psilocybe cubensis, and it's just a huge fat stem and a cap. And he was like, "Yeah, I wouldn't take this whole thing at once," but I hand him the 45, and I rip his nick, he rips my nick, and I go to my homeroom. And we only had homerooms on like certain days, so this happened to be the day that we went to homeroom. And so I'm chilling in the homeroom, and I decide to bust this bitch out. Like, I don't open it in the middle of fucking class. I, like, keep it in my bag, and I'm just, like, pulling out pieces of it, tearing it off, and chewing it up. And it tasted like I know now, it tasted like a psilocybin mushroom. So it's not that it was fake, but they have these things called duds. So basically what happens is I'm not going to try to break into the science and everything, even though I have, like, elite ball knowledge on this topic. I'm not going to try to, like, get into it because I don't want to bore everyone. But basically, oxygen and light, it breaks down the psilocybin and it makes it less potent. So you got to keep it in a bag with silica gel to absorb moisture and oxygen. And that's how I store my shrooms. And you got to keep them away from sunlight because I think it's like an oxidation process or something. Yeah, okay, so I just double checked my work, yeah, like 2 seconds. And yeah, I was right. Yeah, they oxidize in sunlight and turn blue. They bruise blue whenever you like mess with them. And these were semi blue, and I've had that experience before. Like I've messed with them and they've turned blue, so I knew they were real. And yeah, I just started like tearing off chunks and eating it. It was really big. It was like this, like if you put like two of your fingers together, it was like about that thickness, like not thickness, but I don't know, circumference. I don't know. It was fat. It was pretty fat. It was like, I don't know. It was big though. I'll try to find a picture. I don't know. I'm losing my train of thought. Like I'm getting fucking baked. But yeah. Okay. Enough rambling. Anyway, yeah. So I knew these were like they were authentic in a sense. Like I knew that like at least like I would feel something. So I start eating them. Right. I don't eat all of it because I was told not to. So I eat the cap and I eat like a third of the stem. And I go to my next period, which was my lit comp, because we had first period, which was Spanish, then homeroom, and then lit comp. And this lit comp class is pretty famous. That's where the Benadryl story came from. I got expelled while I was in this class. My teacher knew I was a fucking tweaker. But yeah, I was sitting next to this kid named Dominic, and yeah, he let me use his name. And I started eating these mushrooms. Like I actually pulled the bag out. I got like bold with it, and I just like I started eating that bitch. And I ate pretty much the whole thing because I started to feel nothing. And he goes, "Is that one of the mushrooms that makes you trip?" And I was like, "No, they're good for antioxidants." I just like fucking started lying to him because I was high at this point, right? And he was like, "Okay, whatever." And me and him like we kind of stay friends. Like, but he's a pretty chill guy. You know, he's actually really cool. He's probably watching this right now. Yeah, shout out you for being a chill guy. Let me like go to the bathroom before you and rip my yart, and then go into the bathroom after me. That was pretty chill. But yeah, anyway, I get to my next class. I still don't feel anything, and I'm like, "What the fuck? Were these real?" And like in my experience, like they've taken 40 minutes to an hour to kick in sometimes if you're not on an empty stomach, right? And weed accentuates the feeling, but I was really only feeling the art, and I felt like a little bit of a mood uplift. But I texted one of my friends and I was like, "Hey, these shrooms are like boo boo. These shrooms are fucking boof." And he goes, like I know you were eating them, but like you ate them like you didn't eat it all at once. And I was like, "Okay, so what's that gonna do?" And he goes, "Well, it might take different times to hit you." And I'm chilling, and I leave that class. I go to the gym, and I told my best friend, I was like, "Yeah, I just ate like a few shrooms," and I ate 2.5 grams at this point, and everyone was like freaking out because like everything spread around the school. They were like, "Oh, this motherfucker just ate 2 grams of shrooms." And some kid came up to me and goes, "When I did it, fucking the wall started melting." I was like, "I'm not seeing shit right now. I'm pretty sure they're fake." And he goes, "And they were probably just duds." And I texted my plug and was like, "Hey, these fuckers are not good." And he goes, "Yeah, I just tried. Like, I had a few in my bag. I just tried them." And yeah, I'm not feeling shit either. I don't know what the fuck. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna stop buying from the supplier. He said. So yeah, I'm sorry I'm tripping up on my words. I don't feel like recording the rest of this shit, like re-recording it, because I'm already fucking like 6 minutes deep. But anyway, yeah, he says that like he's gonna get me right in the future. And in seventh period, like I actually start kind of feeling it like a little bit. Like I start feeling like a mood boost, and there's no way it took fucking 5 hours for it to feel this way. I don't know. I kept piling food on top of it at lunch though, so I don't know. But yeah, anyway, I barely feel it at all. So I get on the bus and I'm chilling. And then I start talking to one of my friends, and she goes, "Did you really take mushrooms?" Like it really spread around the school fast as fuck. And then like the next morning, I had people coming up to me going, "Why the fuck do you do shrooms at school?" I didn't even get called into the office. Like no teachers found out, but they didn't have any proof. So I wasn't worried anyway. Plus, they weren't even in my bag anymore. They were in my fucking stomach. But I get on the bus and shit starts changing color. Like I noticed that. That's like the only thing I had was like a color enhancement. Like the bus seats, they're brown. They started turning like fucking black. They turned like an even darker shade. And then where I was looking at the trees outside, and they looked really intricate. But it wasn't like, I wouldn't say this was my first time trying shrooms. This would have been my first time if they weren't duds. I don't count this because it wasn't a full on trip. It was like a micro dose. So I didn't really feel it at all, and they turned out to be duds. Like my friend really only saw the same thing. I saw like a tiny bit of color enhancement, not euphoria at all, just mood enhancement. So I was like, they probably sold you Anita Muscara, which is like a common mushroom. And he goes, "No, it's probably because of like the way I stored them." And I asked how he stored them, and he told me like he stored them in the sun, like to dry out. And I was like, "Oh, you're a fucking idiot. You got to leave them in a dark place in a bag to dry out." And he goes, "Okay, my bad." So next time he bought the shrooms, he did the correct curing process, and that's the story that you guys know today, my first time trying shrooms. And yeah, it was a pretty interesting experience, like doing it at the school before I got expelled versus doing it at like the school I'm at where I ended up from getting expelled. Fuck, I can't talk. Anyway, yeah. I know this video is on the shorter side, but I hope you still enjoyed. Anyway, go check out Crollo's music. It's really fire. And yeah, I'll be back next week. I'm probably going to do the video about how I got expelled. So yeah, leave a like. Let me know down below. I can't do Instagram polls because I got my phone taken away for driving without a license. Got caught by the police and whatever. That'll be a future story. If you want that one to be next week, let me know down in the comments. Anyway, yeah, that's about it. Peace.